Okay then, I'll finish things up over here as usual. Again, great job.
Wish I could have been involved till the very end. I really put my back into this project.
Our client submitted a complaint saying it's full of glitches.
Huh?
Hazuki, the system I was working on is almost done. Can you look it over?
Of course. Can you show me the file?
Yes. My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm an engineer at system development firm Tokimeki Systems.
Your work is impeccable and fast. I really appreciate it, Sato.
Thank you so much. I worked especially hard on this project, so I'm pretty confident with the results.
I'm so grateful for you, Sato. You're a hard worker, highly skilled, and take your duties very seriously. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, you too.
Okay then, I'll finishing things up over here as usual. Again, great job.
Thanks. Wish I could have been involved till the very end. I really put my back into this project. But our company divides its labor, so they never let me do the final touches. A few days later.
Hazuki! That system you built for organizing the restaurant is completely broken. Our client submitted a complaint saying it's full of glitches. What do you have to say?
Huh?
The person speaking is Yui Sanagawa, who was appointed CEO last month.
This system was developed by Sato. So please ask him for an explanation, not me.
But aren't you the one who did the final check, Hazuki?
Yes, but I assumed Sato did a thorough job on development, so please consult him as he was the one who actually made the system.
We operate under a division of labor. So shouldn't the responsibility fall on you as you're the one in charge of conducting the final inspection?
Yes, but
Our current system has it so the person who does the final check gets all the credit, right? So, they should also be held responsible if something goes wrong. Don't you agree?
well, yes, but I'm very careful assigning tasks to the appropriate staff member. That's the beauty of having this labor division system in place.
Sure.
So I take extra care to make sure staff are assigned to positions that allow them to perform at their full potential, and ask them to be responsible for their work. Our issue this time was caused by what Sato did, right?
Yes, there's no denying the system Sato developed is the root of the problem.
Then I think Sato should also be held liable.
But you were the one who conducted the final check, weren't you? I think part of the issue is you weren't thorough during your inspection. Don't you agree? Yoshi!
I overheard most of the conversation and I agree with Hazuki. He shouldn't be the only one held accountable for this issue. If Sato hadn't made whatever errors he did during development, we wouldn't have any glitches in the first place.
I do agree with you there, but
Hazuki's previous employer was a major system developer, and he's a very talented individual. I don't think it's fair to single out such a qualified employee.
the way he was explaining things made it sound as if Sato was the only one doing wrong.
I apologize, that was my mistake. I, as the person in charge of conducting the final inspection, am also liable for this. I'll be extra careful from now on. Now excuse me.
Didn't Hazuki say he had some lofty achievements at his last job? And that's why we appointed him Chief of Development. Why wasn't he able to spot any issues during his final inspection? I just don't think Hazuki's way of dividing labor is terribly good. Don't you?
Really?
I don't think it's right that employees are recognized only for their mistakes and not achievements.
Well, I understand that way of thinking too, but
So why don't we do a little experiment and create 2 teams? One team will have Sato seeing his project until completion, and the other team run like usual.
whoa, wait a minute. Completely changing how we do things is a bit extreme.
We're not completely changing things. This is just a temporary setup.
Fine. If it's just going to be an experiment, let's see how things go.
Thank you!
A week later. This time's project is to develop a system that organizes supplies and blueprints for a construction company. So, what I need is...
It's finally time to start your project, Sato.
Yeah,
Huh? You seem a bit unsure of yourself.
I caused a lot of trouble for everyone with my mistake last time, so...
Have some faith. This project is perfect for you. I made you project leader since I thought forcing you to work on only one part of the project was a waste.
Yui, I won't let you down.
I know. I look forward to your work.
I gotta make sure I live up to Yui's expectations. I'd like to start the meeting. This time we're going to be seeing the project until its completion, so I'd like everyone's feedback. Let's all do our best to make the best system ever.
Looks like everything's going great.
Yeah, so far.
Our company used a system where each employee was limited to only the task they were assigned. So there was no need to exchange ideas or have discussions. That did allow for each employee to have a lighter burden. And we got the results we needed, but nothing spectacular was ever achieved.
Yeah, I agree. It felt like all you were obligated to do was your part.
Of course, there are people who want to do only what they're assigned. And being able to focus solely on your task at hand can improve efficiency. So I'm not saying this method of divvying up tasks is bad.
Indeed, some employees are better suited to this method.
But seeing the way you worked made me think that having the option to have everyone be on board for the entire process was also important.
I've never felt so motivated with my job.
I feel like you're gonna make something great.
Me too.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, I definitely will. Yui gave me a compliment. I'm so happy. Gotta make sure I do my best and be the leader my team needs.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, we were just saying how perfect of a boss you were.
Huh? What do you mean?
Our team divides responsibilities between staff, but since you're so good at organizing who does what, work is easy to do and stress-free. Doesn't hurt that you're cute, too.
Hey, you're making me blush, guys. But I'm happy everyone feels that way. Good luck to everyone on this project.
Thanks!
Ah, yes, Nakayama.
Yes, what can I do for you?
How's that restaurant's organization system I asked you to work on?
Oh, I actually just finished. Could you take a look?
Oh, nice. Love how fast you are, Nakayama. Nakayama and Sato came in at the same time, and Nakayama is supposed to be the more skilled one. Sato seriously caused a lot of issues last time, but Nakayama should be fine. Everything looks great. You did a very thorough job, thank you. I'll just do the final inspection as usual and we'll be set.
Of course, thanks. A week later.
What? We got glitches again?
Nakayama's the one who developed the system, so we don't really know what's going on.
What the hell? I thought Nakayama was supposed to be above Sato. This is just a repeat of last time.
So it's happened again?
Yui, what the hell is going on? You told me Nakayama's more talented than Sato. This is totally different from what you told me.
Yes, I sure did tell you Nakayama was a skilled employee.
Yeah, and this is the result. What's going on?
What Nakayama's good at is system repair and maintenance, not system development like you had him do this time.
Huh? Then why the hell didn't you explicitly say that? Don't you think what you did was sabotage?
But I definitely gave you the information.
Huh?
I gave you a file that summarized characteristics of everyone on your team, including Nakayama. Hazuki, did you actually read? Or did you just skim through?
Shoot, I only gave it a glance. Didn't know something that important was in it.
Regardless, you're in charge of conducting the final inspection, Hazuki. So even if Nakayama made a mistake, you should have been the one to catch it, right? So why didn't you? We are fortunate enough to have incredibly talented staff who rarely make mistakes. But even then, it's critical that a thorough final check is conducted by someone who understands the system. That's why the person who's in charge of that inspection gets credit. Considering what happened last time with Sato, Hazuki, do you actually know the ins and outs of each system? And are you actually doing your job?
Yes, I do take a good look at each project.
Ladies, how do you feel about Hazuki's work ethic?
Hazuki's very gentle and polite when he deals with us.
He creates a comfortable work environment where we feel safe speaking.
Sure, Hazuki seems like a good person, but...
Being a good person and a qualified employee are two separate things. A good employee requires you to not only be nice, you also provide alternatives and make sure the revised project is taken care of till the end. But looks like you don't have those skills, Hazuki.
But it's also important to motivate the team and maintain a good work environment. I don't think only about my work, but the work of my team. The way my team evaluates not just my work, but my work ethic, is evidence of that. I think that the person at fault here is you, Yui. Since you were the one who included Nakayama, who had no experience developing a system.
Is that so? I don't think it was wrong of me to give Nakayama the chance to work on this project. I decided to give Nakayama the opportunity, since he's been working on his development skills. Also, I had Sato take a look at the glitches in the new system. He said that even though there were some small errors, Nakayama's work overall was splendid.
Huh?
There's no denying Nakayama's system caused some errors to occur, but the system itself was made incredibly well. The mistakes Nakayama made this time were due to inexperience, but I really have to applaud him for being able to develop that whole thing from scratch when he specializes in maintenance and repair. I can tell he worked like crazy.
So it wasn't a mistake to give Nakayama the opportunity.
Yes.
But I still believe Nakayama and Yui should be the ones held responsible since the error actually occurred.
If you insist, then. Sato, can you show Hazuki the thing from before?
Of course.
Hazuki, could you take a look at this system?
Sure.
Could you give me your evaluation on it?
Well, I think it's made very well. It's very thorough and... but there's an error here and here. But overall, very good. All it needs is just a little fixing and everything should be all good.
Really?
Ah, that's what I thought was going on.
Huh? What do you mean?
This is Sato's botched system. There's nothing good about it. And it's far from being something that can just be fixed.
I don't think it's even functional, really.
To think you can't even catch something so clearly bad. Hazuki, I heard what you did at your last job.
What are you talking about?
You said you made entire systems from scratch at your last job, right? But in reality, you listened to other employees when they needed to vent. And in return, they helped you out when you needed their skills. Of course you can't do a final inspection if you've never built an entire system yourself.
Well...
I heard everything. My apologies, Yui. I trusted Hazuki too much, and didn't properly evaluate his actual abilities. I was so caught up in the way we run things, I failed to see the possible pitfalls dividing labor possibly had.
I agree. I think undervaluing a hard-working employee like Sato and over-evaluating an unskilled employee like Hazuki is a serious issue.
Precisely. I failed to recognize how hard the development team was working. I'm terribly sorry.
The hell? So you're saying I'm the only one to blame? None of this would have even happened if Sato and Nakayama hadn't made mistakes in the first place. You guys are so self-serving, excusing mistakes you made and putting all the blame on me.
You are the self-serving one. People make mistakes. That's why it's important to check their work. Despite being assigned such a critical role, you do nothing yourself and have others do your work. Then you take the credit for everything. Who's the self-serving one here?
I made the extra effort to make sure I provided a work environment that was welcoming to work in. And I was super careful when assigning everyone their tasks. It's everyone's responsibility to do what they specialize in without issue. Actually, since I made it so everyone got to do what they're best at, everyone should be thanking me.
Thinking? Isn't that your job? Didn't you say the benefits of dividing responsibilities was so that each employee could focus on what they were good at? But turns out all you do is force others to do the heavy lifting, while you only do the easy stuff. I can't give responsibilities to someone who is so irresponsible about their own position. The only reason we haven't had any issues until now is because Sato and Nakayama took their job seriously and did a good job. They are the ones who should be thanked.
F, why am I the only one?
Wait, Hazuki definitely has his issues. But it's not like he was trying to steal our jobs in order to take all the credit.
True. This whole thing happened because Hazuki was in charge of the final inspection. But his lack of effort is a huge issue. He's the one who chose his position. If he'd have properly done his homework and understood how the latest systems operated, he would have been able to catch whatever mistakes Sato and Nakayama made.
That's true too.
I think it's important we create a system where hard-working employees like Sato and Nakayama get recognition and have a work environment that allows for employees to challenge themselves.
Yui, I'm gonna work so much harder.
What the hell? I can do good too if I try. And they're making it out like I'm the bad guy here. That's it. I'm quitting this trash pile.
Afterwards, Hazuki changed jobs.
Why the hell did this happen? Why isn't anyone competent like Keiichi or Nakayama here? I shouldn't be held responsible. The person who did the final inspection should be.
Despite Hazuki trying to put the blame on others for his mistakes, his new employer evaluated employees on an individual level and had Hazuki held liable for the damages. Meanwhile, at Tokimeki Systems, Nakayama, give me a holler if you need help, okay?
Thanks, I appreciate it.
The incident helped me get better acquainted with Nakayama, and as a result, we now work together.
Yui asked earlier, do you know what Keiichi likes? Does Keiichi have a hobby?
What?
Oh god, stop grinning like an idiot. You're way too obvious.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Huh? Does that mean Sato likes me too?